Are you stoked to finally have a date and an opponent?
Yeah, absolutely. Man, like I said, after I got done beating Dotson, I came out of that fight injury free. I had a little couple muscle strains in my legs. But other than that, I was healthy. I was ready to go February 6th. We were training like we were going to be fighting February 6th. I did 4 hard weeks with Viviano Fernandez, helping get ready for his title defense, the 1FC. And what not a better card to fight underneath John Jones and DC. We'll get the eyes. Their last review killed it. And so I think it's a smart move from the UFC to put me and Henry Cejudo underneath there.
Joseph Benavidez also got a win this past weekend. He's won 5 in a row since he's lost to you, and he's lost to you 2 times. Do you feel like now at least your calendar's kind of set? Like, do you feel like Joseph's going to be worthy of a title shot if you get past Henry Cejudo?
It's possible. I mean, anything's possible in the UFC. I think that, like he said it, best. He says, it's a hard sell, but I won 5 fights in a row, and I think now the UFC is all about selling cards, not about having the best fight the best. Not saying Henry Cejudo is not the best, but Joseph Benavidez has beat the top tier guys. Obviously, he didn't get a chance to go to Henry Cejudo. Like if Joseph beat if they threw Henry Cejudo, Joseph Benavidez, who knows what would happen? Joseph might have beat Henry Cejudo, or Henry Cejudo might have beat Joseph. But then you can't throw all the guys to the big sharks. It always breaks my heart to see that Dotson went up to fucking bantamweight because I would love to see Dotson versus Joseph Benavidez. I thought it would have been a great matchup. But it is what it is, and we'll see what the UFC wants to do. But for me, I'm focused on Henry Cejudo.
I wouldn't have wanted to see it. I mean, I want to, but if they fought, then who the heck are you going to fight? So they had to give you someone. I didn't want 2 guys eliminating each other. You know what I mean? I kind of like the champ having at least 2, 3 opponents kind of lined up. Otherwise, we start force-feeding you, and that ain't going to work out, man. If the bottom guys aren't even coming close to you, we can't have the top guys eliminated from fighting you. That's how I feel.
No, I agree with you, but you throw a guy like you have the lower 2 guys fighting each other, but then like for me, everybody was like, "Oh, you can't get Sage Northcutt, top 2." I was like, "Fuck that! Give me Anthony Pettis. Let's see what he's made of." Like when people were like, "Oh, he's not ready to fight," I was like, when I jumped in the UFC or even the WC, people can be like, "Oh, so you had no business fighting, Brad Pickett." When Matt got the call from Sean Sherman, he goes, "Hey, he's gonna be fighting Brad Pickett his first fight." And I go, "Sounds good. Let's do it." We went after it. We went balls to the walls, and we had a great performance. We didn't hold back anything. If Matt was trying to protect me and make sure I had a nice, smooth way to the title, he was like, no, we can't fight Brad Pickett. That's a bad matchup with Demetrious, blah, blah, blah. But no, I learned from that. I learned from that loss. I never want to say that. It was too early for me in my career. I thought it was the perfect time. When you're in the UFC, there is no, "Oh, he's not ready." Fuck that. You're in the UFC. This is professional. This is the premier of mixed martial arts. Don't be like, "Oh, no, he's not ready for that fight." No, bullshit.